Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set. Black 80, black. Ready.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. A good start. One play, 10 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Brings up 3rd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
First down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the Ravens' 41-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. Oh, he's got man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a toss, left side, Hampton. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Home to throw. Set. Kappa.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Hampton. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Ravens have got it. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game, because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Finding Walker complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with it. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Jackson now. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Here's Swift. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
One more time with Swift. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they are going to score for the return touchdown, LA. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Ravens nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of the defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. It's caught. It's Flowers. Still going. They're all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So they're going, have a drive here, and try and get some of those points back.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, hits Hampton. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
The Chargers sit 7 and 6, a game over 500 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now it's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This one finds McConkey. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Herbert now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They will run forward with Hampton. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To throw is Jackson. The quick slant caught. That'll bring out 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
At the Chargers' 2-yard line.
In motion left, Bateman. Swift.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Now Jackson.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Touchdown! DeAndre Swift in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Tyler Luke to kick
So
off
just
for
8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. And he could not pull it in.
35-yard line.
2nd and 10.
The final shot before the break for Herbert.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle.
Pushes past him. How did he stay on his feet? And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
The contact on that run came pretty early. Nice job just to push forward and get some extra yardage. Good game.
It certainly was, because the initial contact did not signal the end of the play. His mind, his body, his legs said keep turning forward, and he gained more yardage.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Jackson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
6 yards.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Go. Ready.
Here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston, 30 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. An even 100 yards for him on the ground
on now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Jackson from the shotgun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
A gain of 15. And the Raven 1st down.
Flowers going to go in motion right. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were heading for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Jackson. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
That is caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one good for 24 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Chargers 21. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Yards. That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate.
A 3-yard pickup.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
The tackle made.
121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
There'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. This is 1st and 10.
Set.
The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
That sets up a big third down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
A big play looming on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Chargers first down.
Throwing, Herbert. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here now, 3rd down.
Lamar Jackson sacked. Loss of 5 yards.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. That is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from long, very long range. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Tyler Luke to kick off.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football.
brings up third.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Kappa.
Trying to run for it with Hampton. A nice little juke. Powers by at the 40. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
55 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hampton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert going to give to Hampton.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Hampton trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that one.
And this is a touchdown. That's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Ravens 28.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
That's taken in by Knox.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that. And just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Jackson to throw.
And he comes back with one complete.
Jackson's pass.
And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40.
Brings up third.
Jackson.
And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A stop here is a game winner in overtime. Here comes 4th down.
Throwing is Jackson.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Jackson going to keep it. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 28-yard touchdown run. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it